Right now, the latest move to overturn the state's abortion law. How the state attorney general is trying to move the lawsuit forward.
Plus, a new ruling on student loan forgiveness, what it means for your application.
And another nice start to our morning. Temperatures starting out in the lower 60s. We're headed back into the low 80s, but what about that chance of rain? More coming up.
Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first warn forecast this morning. So you've been saying we're in the dog days
of summer.
Your favorite phrase.
Oh, I love it.
You do.
Oh, it's one of my faves for sure. But this isn't quite as, is this normally as warm? This not quite as warm
it's
as
actually
we get.
It's really seasonal. What the dog days really refers to is just nothing changing.
Right.
So, and that's what we're kind of stuck in. Things just are.
Prolonged period of.
You know, the dogs just kind of nap all day on the floor.
Mine does.
That's what we're doing this week. We're just not moving around too much, and that's what we can expect throughout the week. Temperatures right now are in the 60s area wide. 64 in Madison, 62 in the Adels, Lone Rock at 60. So it's a mild start to the morning, maybe a degree or so warmer than where we were at this time yesterday. But it's going to be seasonal. Our average highs in the low 80s. That's where we're going to be throughout the week as far as the afternoon highs. Do have a chance of a shower later tomorrow. Better chance on Friday. Nothing real heavy expected this week. It will become a little bit more humid on Friday, and that's why we are expecting a little bit better chance of seeing at least some rainfall falling from the sky later in the week. Temperatures today in low 80s. We'll have a westerly wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour. So all in all, a really nice afternoon with that sunshine. So traveling about, you'll just need the sunglasses out there. Sun is officially up, came up about 5 minutes ago. Partly cloudy skies through the afternoon hours, and it should be a dry day today. We do have that slim chance of a rain shower tomorrow. More on that coming up.
All right, thank you, Kelly. The Madison School Board wants to hear from you. They are looking for input on the direction of the district and what you want from the next superintendent.
Yeah, right now, Lisa Quistad is filling that role in the interim while the district looks for a full-time replacement. Shane Hogan has more on what the district wants to hear from you. Good morning, Shane.
Yeah, good morning, Leah. That's right. This community survey was first shared last week by the independent research firm that the district hired. They're asking parents, students, caregivers, and residents of Madison how they want the district to change. The survey asks what community members want to see in the next superintendent and the priorities they want that new hire to address. Madison School Board of Education President Nichelle Nichols says it's important to touch base after a few years of the pandemic, teacher shortages, and other challenges.
They'll also be able to let us know the things that people are worried about, maybe critical about, and those might be some of the things that we want to avoid.
Nichols says the search firm will use the responses as well as focus groups of community members to create a leadership profile that acts like a job description. That will get posted in November ahead of the vetting process, and the district is still aiming to name a new superintendent next year in March. The survey will be open through early October. That can be found in multiple languages on the district's website. We also have a link to it up on channel3000.com.
Very big shoes to fill there. Shane Hogan, thank you very much.
Continuing our back-to-school coverage this morning, with 4 weeks to go, the best thing for students to do right now is read. That's according to a survey sent to K-12 teachers. It asked them what's the single most important activity a kid can do before school starts. Research dating back to the 1970s show reading is the only activity strongly and consistently related to summer learning. We asked a couple of local teachers for their thoughts.
Read, read, read. That's always our number one thing.
Yeah.
We don't give a lot of homework, but we're always like, you need to read, read, read.
And even at the end of the school year, like we have the Middleton Public Library come in and they talk about the summer reading program, and they really try to like engrave it in how important it is to read and just find something, you know, important.
The biggest thing here, getting kids to enjoy reading, having them read for fun. The survey has a couple of suggestions for them to do so. Here's one: frame reading in a positive light. It doesn't help to tell kids that they can't play video games or go outside and play until they've finished their reading. You want them to have a positive experience with it all. It might help if your kids see you reading for pleasure too. Allowing them to choose the book, help the format, that can all benefit them as well. And one last one here. Think twice before using a reward system. It might get kids into reading in the short term, but might not necessarily help to create a lifelong reader.
Hey, we're also helping you get ready for back to school. Some advice on those packed lunches. The CDC out with a reminder to make sure you keep track of how perishable the food inside is. The agency says kids are among the most vulnerable when it comes to getting foodborne illnesses. When packing a lunch, the USDA says you should be putting perishables in an insulated bag. You should also be using 2 cold sources, 2 cold packs, so the food stays under 40 degrees. Now, if you're packing your lunch the night before, leave the insulated bag open in the fridge. Close it just before your kid heads out the door for school. And a reminder, we're in the midst of our back-to-school push, asking you to donate to kids in need. We're asking you to help us stuff the bus with school supplies to make sure every kid in Dane County is set up for success this school year. You can drop off supplies at our studio here at News 3 Now or any Metcalfe's or Walgreens location. Find everything you need to know over on channel3000.com/back-to-school.
People in Beloit now have access to free Narcan and fentanyl testing strips. They're now available at a vending machine at the Beloit Public Library. You can get them for free and without giving any personal information out. The machine also provides instructions. That vending machine is in the library gallery near the front of the building. It'll be open whenever the library is. The county says that they hope the machine will help curb an increase in overdose deaths this year.
Senator Tammy Baldwin is highlighting the work being done in Portage to combat the opioid and fentanyl crisis. The senator toured the Harbor Recovery Center in that town yesterday with the group Prevention Response Columbia County, known as PARC. Just last month, Senator Baldwin helped pass the Fend Off Fentanyl Act. That legislation targets supply chains to try and stop drugs from coming into the U.S. in the first place. Baldwin also played a key part in securing more than $1.5 billion for the state opioid response grant program.
Attorney General Josh Call making moves in his suit challenging Wisconsin's 1849 abortion law. Call just filed a motion for final judgment. This asked the judge to formalize the ruling that she made last month on the case. That ruling classified the law as not banning abortion, rather banning feticide. Feticide refers to the killing of a fetus, often by attacking the mother. The ruling would allow the case to move forward. It's expected to make its way all the way to the state Supreme Court.
Meanwhile, that high court currently in upheaval. The court's new liberal majority is making a series of changes, including shifting power away from the Chief Justice, a conservative, and placing that power instead with the 3-justice panel. Political experts are surprised at this. We talked to one of them, a Supreme Court scholar at UW.
This is highly, highly unusual. I think what we're seeing here is the liberal justices trying to consolidate their power very quickly using methods that some have claimed to be extra constitutional or extra legal. I think at best they're a little odd.
Conservative justices claim those latest actions by liberal justices go against the state constitution, which does say the Chief Justice is the primary administrator of the judicial system. In a statement, liberals on the court say their latest actions are part of an effort to make the court operate more efficiently.
The president's latest student loan plan is getting slowed down in the courts. An appeals court temporarily halted President Biden's newest student loan provisions. These provisions were supposed to make it easier for borrowers to have their debt erased if they were misled or defrauded by their college. The request for the block came from a group of for-profit universities. The court's order did not explain why that decision was made, though. The case will be heard on November 6th.
It's 6:08 on your Tuesday. Customers are constantly looking for insights into which products, brands, or services they can trust before they purchase anything. But it's hard to know for sure whether all those 5-star reviews are real. Consumer Reports has some advice on how to help you recognize what's authentic and what's not.
The reviews that I had relied on in selecting a medical provider were fake. I just don't trust reviews anymore.
After her bad experience, Kay Dean decided to create Fake Review Watch, her own YouTube channel and website to help create awareness and fight back against online reviews.
The public is being deceived, and it's a huge problem because consumer experiences aren't matching those reviews.
In fact, research from FakeSpot found that 42% of Amazon's reviews were not real. So, how can you know?
One major sign that something fishy might be going on is when you see a bunch of very positive reviews all posted on the same day. Fake reviews can be grouped together like this, so it's better to skip them.
Another red flag is when you see similar wording or phrasing in multiple reviews. Several reviews from different users that have the same, "Wow, this product changed my life," may not be authentic.
Anyone is allowed to leave reviews on Amazon, even if they didn't buy the product. So look for reviews that have the verified purchase tag. This means that the reviewer actually bought the product on Amazon.
Look, this one has good reviews.
It may also help you to look at other reviews from the same user. Click on their profile, and if you see a pattern of 5 stars in similar language, those reviews may be fake or even paid. And if you're still not sure, check FakeSpot, which uses an algorithm to evaluate the quality of customer reviews. Paste a product URL into their analyzer and let your good judgment decide. This is Shane Hogan.
Some good advice there, Shane. Thank you. The federal government is stepping in to help, too. Recently, the FTC proposed a new rule that would ban the creation, purchase, distribution, or sale of false consumer reviews.
Coming up, the first college football coaches poll of the season is out. What it has to say about UW and Luke Fickell.
And it's Stormwater Week in Madison coming up in the 608. We'll talk about why this matters and how you can participate and maybe win something for yourself. Next.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
Hi, it's Preston from Window World. Over the past 15 years, Window World has donated more than $15 million to St. Jude Children's Hospital. We've also supported the Veterans Airlift Command with 120 flights, transporting more than 150 combat wounded veterans. We have a strong belief in giving back and want to thank everyone who has chosen Window World for your home's renovation. When you go with Window World, you're doing a lot more than remodeling.
I'm Jimmy Dean, and only one thing can make a morning like this any nicer. A hearty, hefty, good-tasting breakfast with eggs, bacon, sausage, cheese, and taters. And when you finish, you know you had something to eat.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
I'm saving with Liberty Mutual, Mom. They customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. You could save $700 just by switching.
Oh, let me put a reminder on my phone. On the top of the pile.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day. There's nothing in my way. I love
Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream hydrates for a full 48 hours. Because a lot can happen in 48 hours. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
Hi, I'm Daryl from Little America. Blake and his cousin Connor are here with their families from Madison today. What's your favorite ride? Connor's older sister, Cassie, told me her favorite is the go-karts. Mom loves that she can bring a picnic basket, and Dad enjoys miniature golf. There's fun for the whole family at Little America, where big fun is only a few miles away.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, we're learning about all things Stormwater Week and what that means for you.
Oh, yeah. Josh Bryder is live in Madison with a beautiful view of Lake Monona this morning. Hi, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, that beautiful view is exactly why Stormwater Week matters here in Madison and in the 608, because we want to preserve that right, especially as we go into the future. So what is the best way to learn about what we can do right here in our own backyard? Well, James Ty with the Clean Lakes Alliance is going to help us break that down a little bit, because this is a huge topic that you guys are constantly working on, James.
Yeah, you know, I think people don't realize that everything goes on the ground. If it's not tied down and we get a big rain event, it goes into our lakes. And that's why we're sort of celebrating and getting awareness about Stormwater Week. declared by Governor Evers all this week. But really, we want you to go out and see some of these amazing stormwater artwork that's done by local kids, local artists. And it's a scavenger hunt, so you can find them throughout the 608. I'm here with Mr. 608 himself. And it's really just a great way to get to explore Madison, explore neighborhoods, but also reminding everybody that everything that goes down these stormwater drains ends up in our local lakes.
This is such a unique way to be able to do this. You're taking a look at the newest one here in the city of Madison, right off of B.B. Clark Beach of Lake Monona. And what a wonderful way to showcase really why these storm drains are important and really where this water goes.
Yeah, you know, I think you can find them. There's a map that you can find, Wisconsin Stormwater Week, and then get a selfie. You know, get down there and take a selfie with you and your dog, or you and your spouse, or you and your kid, and send that in, and you're going to get entered into a raffle to win a prize for some local lake restaurants. And you can get a gift card, and then what can you do? What makes 608 special? Cheese curds.
Cheese curds, of course.
So you can go to one like Christie's Landing, Buck and Honey's, the Edgewater, and really sort of enjoy what makes Madison special. What's make the 608 special is being on our lakes. You don't have to have a boat either. You can just go to these one of the wonderful restaurants.
And you think about what makes us in the 608 thrive. It's you think of all the businesses that are on the lakes that need the lakes to be in good condition for them to be able to keep going into the future.
Yeah, really, the lakes are economic driver. You just saw CrossFit this weekend. We got Ironman coming up. The lakes are really an economic driver besides just being beautiful to look at. They're bringing people to Madison. People come to Madison to live here because of our local lakes, so we really want to protect them. So that's what Clean Lakes Alliance does. We each have given out $1.4 million in grants to do projects to protect the lakes, but also educating people. A lot of people don't understand what they can do at home to protect the lakes. You know, we were talking about the fall coming up. Getting those grass clippings, leaves, making sure that's not in the street and the gutter are really important.
So education is really the most important thing here.
Engagement, and also just getting people engagement, education, projects. That's all the things that Clean Lakes Alliance does, and really excited to work with the city of Madison and promoting this wonderful stormwater project.
All right. Well, James, appreciate your time here this morning. Thank you. If you'd like to learn more about the Clean Lakes Alliance or also Stormwater Week in partnership with the city of Madison, you can go to the story at channel3000.com. Guys, this is such an important topic. I can't wait to continue this conversation because we love our backyard. We love the lakes here. This is what makes living here in the 608 so great. So we got to make sure that we focus in on that.
Yeah, we sure do. It's a great reminder, especially with the leaves. Fall, yard cleanup is going to be here before we know it. Let's keep those leaves out of the gutters. They do not do our lakes any favors. Let's put it that way. Josh Ryder, good information this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Here is his social media handle as well as his email address. You can reach out for a chance to be featured.
All right, let's check in with Kelly Slivka out there. Not quite feeling like fall yet, Kelly.
Not yet. It's definitely kind of the sign. You notice the sun angles are a little bit lower. The shadows are a little bit longer. It's simply because we've lost about an hour between our sunrise and sunset. But the sun is officially up, and we're kind of showcasing one of our beautiful lakes here in the Madison area, Lake Mendota. Noticing a little bit of a ripple on the lake because we do have a northwest wind. That's keeping that humidity down, but all in all, it's going to be a nice day to maybe head to the lake or to the pool as temperatures head into the lower 80s this afternoon. Very typical for this time of August, second week of August. And really, our temperatures not fluctuating much. Our high temperatures only varying about 3 degrees over the next 10 days. So not much change. That's what I call the dog days of summer. Things aren't changing too rapidly. We do have a chance of a shower Wednesday, late Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. Not a great chance. Unfortunately, we're not looking at widespread rain. Friday, a little bit better chance that everybody will see something. Unfortunately, it does not look like a whole lot of rain coming out of that system. In fact, as we take a look at our future track, this computer model doesn't really want to give us anything on Wednesday. Most of this staying across northern Wisconsin. But on Friday, it looks like all of us have at least seen maybe 1/10 of an inch of rain, at best a quarter. Once again, not going to help us out with our drought that we are ongoing this summer. High pressure control of our weather right now, and that will remain over place. And that's what's giving us the nice conditions this morning. Winds are coming out of the northwest this morning, and eventually they'll switch around the west. Seasonable temperatures, as mentioned, in low 80s throughout the week. Going into the weekend, slight chance of a shower later Wednesday, better chance on Friday. Looks like it will be dry this weekend, so if you have any outdoor plans, should be pretty good as we're headed into middle of August already. 64 right now in Madison, 60 in Lone Rock, 59 in Mineral Point, 61 currently in Janesville. So a mild start to the morning, 60 in Sun Prairie and also Cottage Grove. Partly sunny skies today with that westerly wind. Headed into low 80s early this afternoon. We'll stay in the low 80s throughout today and a little bit more sunshine as the afternoon wears on. Watching our future track as we go into Wednesday, that front up to the north as it sinks to the south, it kind of fizzles out. So unfortunately, not a lot of rain with that on Wednesday. We introduced that chance of a shower later in the day. Hopefully we can get something out of it. Lower 80s for the rest of the week. A little bit better chance of, as some humidity increases on Friday, of seeing some showers and storms. Then we clear up just in time for the weekend.
Camp Platteville is over for the Wisconsin football team. After 5 morning practices, Luke Fickell sent his squad out in style under the lights at Pioneer Stadium for the last practice before returning home to Madison. And the week-long trip might have been a little bit different than what the Badgers were used to, but after living in the dorms and being around each other and football 24/7, it's an experience they'll never forget.
Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed it here. I don't know about everybody else, but, you know, it brings back to the old days, freshman year, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's together in the dorm, playing around, talking to each other, you know, going through camp. Platteville is, like, get away from all the noise in Madison, you know. You all with your brothers, with the coaches and everything, you locked in the football and get ready for the season because, you know, this season we're on a mission, man, trying to make some noise.
It's something like I've never experienced before. I've never went off the grid for fall camp. We're in the dorms, as you know. It's a total different feel, but I think it's helping with the camaraderie and just everyone coming together and truly being a family.
The first college football coaches poll was released Monday afternoon, and the Luke Fickell era begins with Wisconsin ranked in the top 25. The Badgers sit 21st in the preseason poll and are one of 4 Big Ten teams ranked, joining Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. This is the 8th straight season that Wisconsin starts their year in the polls. Brewers opening up their series with the Rockies, down 1-0 in the 4th. Craig Counsell calling on Bryce Terang, and he's like, "You rang?" His 2-run bomb to right puts the Crew up 2-1. That started a 5-run inning for the home team. Offense was far from done. Brewers blow out the Rockies. They win 12-1 in the final. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Still ahead, tonight's Mega Millions drawing going to be the largest ever. Coming up next, we're going to share a potential strategy on winning that $1.5 billion jackpot.
Hey, I'm listening. And as we had to break a look at gas prices, you might not care what you're paying if you win that. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
We're reinventing our network
with smarter, more efficient routes, so you can deliver more value to your customers.
Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, what are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at Kevin's morning. He answered the call for more cows. We haven't had a cow picture in too long.
Kevin over-delivered here. Lots of cows.
Lots of cows.
It's a herd.
It is a herd.
Indeed
It's a herd
is.
of cattle. Boy, that's gotta feel nice. Nice hot day, a little dip in the creek.
Crick.
I call it a creek.
Oh.
Tell me you're from.
I think the word crick is hilarious though.
Tell me you're from mid-Wisconsin without telling me you're from, or northern Wisconsin.
I'm a creek guy.
Yeah, creek.
Creek.
Anyway, a great picture as usual, Kevin. Thank you. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning. Yours could wind up on the air just like Kevin's.
All right, Shane, take it away.
All right, folks. Now, right when you're done watching us this morning, I want you to get out and go buy those lottery tickets because the Mega Millions jackpot is reaching over $1.5 billion heading into tonight's drawing. It's the largest in the game's history. $1.5 billion. Now, your odds of winning this are like 1 in 300 and something million. But hey, there's a chance.
Right. I looked up the stats this morning. 70% of lotto winners lose the money or go broke in 5 years. 70%.
I'll still take that money.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Associated Physicians, our OBGYN team loves taking care of each and every one of our incredible and unique patients. With us, your voice is heard. Call to schedule an appointment today at 608-233-9746 or visit apmedicine.com.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines with unlimited data for just $90 total.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
4 lines for $90 a month plus 4 free phones. US Cellular, built for us.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
I've been a member for approximately 8 years. Just coming in and working the body, working muscles, it really makes me feel better, gives me more energy. I play a lot of golf. Yeah, working out definitely has benefited my game. The strength is there. I just feel good, mentally and physically. Because I know if I miss my workouts, something is just missing in my day if I miss a workout. Together we inspire for a better tomorrow.
At Associated Physicians, our OBGYN team loves taking care of each and every one of our incredible and unique patients. With us, your voice is heard. Call to schedule an appointment today at 608-233-9746 or visit apmedicine.com.
The material they're putting out is really disturbing.
Right now, startling accounts of anti-Semitic flyers surfacing in a Wisconsin town. The police investigation and the response.
Plus, it's been over 10 years since the murder of 10-year-old Lily Peters. Now, a 15-year-old suspect is in court. The next steps in his case.
And let's give you your first look outside this morning. Blue skies over Madison. Another nice day on deck, Kelly.
Yeah, very seasonable temperatures. We're starting off in the lower 60s. We're headed into the low 80s. We need some rain. We'll see if there's any in the forecast coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on a Tuesday. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. Okay, I have a question for you both. These mornings, we've been starting in the 60s. I think I already know your answer. What do you consider that? Do you consider that chilly for mid-August?
That is cool.
I just say it's normal.
Yeah.
I've got a blanket on.
It's cool. It's
So you know how I feel.
Yeah, it's a little cool.
Yeah, you might need like a light jacket or a long sleeve shirt this morning, but you know.
It's gonna be temporary because in an hour it's gonna get.
It'll heat up quick.
Right.
So yeah, it's just one of those things that you may have to dodge that light jacket this morning because as we get in the afternoon hours, it's gonna be heating up fairly quickly. Got quite a bit of sunshine in our forecast, starting out at 64 in Madison, 61 in Janesville. The Dells at 62. So a mild start to our morning, pretty seasonable for this time of August. And we've got seasonable temperatures here headed over the next few days, low 80s. That'll carry us through the rest of the week into the weekend. Small chance of a shower on Wednesday, a little better chance on Friday, at least something coming our way as we start to see a little bit more humidity toward the end of the week. Future track, nothing falling from the skies, just partly sunny skies. We head into the upper 70s here at the noon hour. A northwest wind will become more westerly. Quite a bit of sunshine later this afternoon as we top out in the lower 80s. 64 right now with the light winds out of the northwest throughout the morning, switching to the west as we climb up to 78 by the noon hour. We do have that chance of a shower on Wednesday. We'll see how much we can expect coming up.
Okay, Kelly, thank you very much. New this morning, Madison's burglary crime unit is looking to identify a suspect in some downtown theft cases. Take a look at your screen, see if you recognize this man. Police say in June and July, he approached people at bars and restaurants and used a coat to cover the purses of victims and walked out with them. In one case, a victim lost an irreplaceable photo of a late family member. If you recognize this man on your screen or you have any information, you're encouraged to call the Madison Area Crime Stoppers. Their number also on your screen. It's 608-266-6014.
Developing this morning, 2 cyclists recovering after they were hit by vehicles in Fitchburg. Fitchburg police say the first crash happened around 6 o'clock yesterday morning at the intersection of McKee and Nesbitt. The bicyclist suffered some minor injuries and was taken to the hospital. That second crash happened about 3 hours later at the intersection of County Highway Double M and Burn Road. That cyclist suffered a possible broken wrist and was taken to the hospital too. Both drivers were cited in these crashes. One for failure to yield right-of-way, another for conducting an improper turn.
Now to a disturbing story out of Sussex, Wisconsin. That's in Waukesha County. Residents there say they've been finding anti-Semitic flyers in their driveways. The flyers came in bags filled with rocks and messages filled with anti-Semitic rhetoric. The Waukesha County Sheriff's Department says its deputies are looking into the flyers. In a statement, the Milwaukee Jewish Federation says it's appalled and is working with victims.
I was literally shaking for an hour after reading it. Like, just the material they're putting out is really disturbing.
The American Defamation League says there were more than 3,600 reports of anti-Semitic incidents across the country in 2022. That's the highest number on record and nearly 1,000 more compared to the year before.
In Chippewa Falls, an emotional day for friends and family of Lily Peters. Peters was the 10-year-old girl murdered last April while walking to her home. The 15-year-old suspect will be back in court for a hearing today to determine if the case should move to juvenile court. The hearings this week will also determine if the suspect's name should be revealed to the public and which court system will host the trial.
6:34 now. New overnight, former Vice President Mike Pence will officially be heading to Milwaukee for the GOP presidential debate.
This after meeting the donor threshold. Our Shane Hogan is here now with what that could mean for the field trying to win back the White House. Shane?
That's right, Chris. The first presidential debate for the Republican Party is in just a few weeks on August 23rd in Milwaukee, and the former VP will officially be on the stage making his case. The Republican National Committee has a requirement of 40,000 unique donors minimum to qualify for that first debate, in addition to polling requirements and a commitment to support the eventual GOP nominee. There was some speculation that Pence would not reach that threshold, but he saw an uptick in donors since the latest indictment against his former boss, former President Donald Trump. That's according to the Washington Post. Trump has suggested he might sit out the first debate, saying he doesn't want to share the stage with lesser polling candidates. Something to keep an eye on, of course, and it will be interesting to see that requirement to support the GOP nominee regardless means that Mike Pence could be supporting his former boss, Donald Trump.
Interesting development. Shane Hogan with the latest in the race for the White House. Thanks, Shane. Again, that debate scheduled for August 23rd. News 3 Now will have a crew there in Milwaukee. You can look for extensive coverage on air and online, and our brand new Channel 3000 News app.
To our back-to-school coverage now. As families prepare to send their kids back to the classroom, some are considering a really big decision, whether it's time for their kid to get a phone. We found a tool to help you make a more informed decision. AT&T joining up with the American Academy of Pediatrics. They came up with this questionnaire. It's composed of 10 short questions, things like, who started this conversation, you or the child? How often does your child act responsibly? And how often do they follow rules about other media like TV, tablets, or video games? This whole thing is designed to make the choice about responsibility, not their age.
And so I think it's useful as a tool to kind of say, hey, take the age out of it for a second, to your point, and say, just, you know, what's your child sitting at in terms of their development mentally and where their commitments are and where their responsibilities lie.
So if you're interested, the survey is available at screenready.att.com.
We're in the midst of our back-to-school push, asking you to donate to kids in need. It marks the third year that we've partnered up with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County. Our Catherine Merck talked with some local students about why these supplies are so needed.
The yellow one for like social studies, the green one for science, and that goes the same with folders and like notebooks.
Fifth grader Diego Hernandez Romero is getting ready to pack his backpack for the start of a new school year. Like many kids his age, he has some mixed feelings of excitement and some hesitation with summer coming to an end.
It's really hard, like homework. Thinking of that because it's probably going to be a little of a struggle. I have to think a little too much, and I get a little too nervous.
The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County has become a place where Diego has found some of the more comforting parts of going back to school.
It's really fun here. You get to meet new people and new teachers. They try to help you like with stuff like reading.
With donations to help stuff the bus, the staff says it'll help students and the surrounding area be the best it can be.
With this initiative, this will help build our community, and it will actually help our actual schools and the teachers and the families that need it.
Through this joint effort, students like Diego can be reassured that someone has their back this fall.
It's really good, so then you don't have to get like so worried about like being so nervous.
That was Catherine Merck reporting. We're in the middle of a 2-week push to get those school supplies. The goal is to stuff that bus to make sure that every kid in Dane County is set up for success this school year. You can drop off those supplies here at News 3 Now in our studios at Raymond Road, or any Metcalf's, Walgreens, or Boys and Girls Club of Dane County location. You can find all of the details at channel3000.com/back-to-school. Kelly?
All right, we are starting off our morning really nice with some sunshine and temperatures in the 60s. We are headed into the 80s, but what about that chance of rain? First warn forecast coming up.
I have you in my work phone. What's your number?
And we're live off the Yahar River this morning for Stormwater Week 2023 and what that means for you in the 608.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Skip the wait. Get your kids' glasses made the same day, only at Stanton Optical.
Hi, it's Preston from Window World. Over the past 15 years, Window World has donated more than $15 million to St. Jude Children's Hospital. We've also supported the Veterans Airlift Command with 120 flights, transporting more than 150 combat wounded veterans. We have a strong belief in giving back and want to thank everyone who has chosen Window World for your home's renovation. When you go with Window World, you're doing a lot more than remodeling.
We're reinventing our network
with smarter, more efficient routes, so you can deliver more value to your customers.
Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service.
After years on the battlefield and multiple concussions, migraine attacks followed me home. It got so bad that I curled up in a dark closet. That was the day I asked for Nurtec. Nurtec is the only medication that can treat and prevent my migraine attacks all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
Without a migraine, I can be there for others.
Talk to your doctor about Nurtec today.
Bob's Summer of Savings makes buying new furniture a win-win. Get my Avenger sofa or console loveseat with exciting features like power reclining seats, USB ports, and Bob-O-Pedic comfort, just $9.99 each. In store or online today.
Everywhere you go, it seems like folks are struggling with joint pain and old injuries and arthritis. Here, let me help you with that.
Help with pain is on the way. QC Kinetics uses regenerative therapies, natural biologics, and concentrates them directly at the pain in your hips, knees, shoulder, or back, helping restore your quality of life.
This guy's not going to show up at your tailgate party and lend a hand. You might want to go ahead and call QC Kinetics and tell them Emmett sent you.
At Stanton Optical, you get great value on eye care, including contacts. Right now, get a 1-year supply of AccuView Oasis and an eye exam for only $189. Scan now to book your eye exam. Yay, technology!
Get ready for an improved news experience. The all-new Channel 3000 News app is here. Tailored for your news the way you want it with a customizable home page. Stay informed effortlessly. Swipe through articles without returning to the home screen. And no more waiting. The new app loads faster than ever, ensuring you get news updates instantly. Download the all-new Channel 3000 News app today. Your gateway to news your way. Powered by News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, good morning, meteorologist Kelly Sliff. Got a really nice start to our morning. Here we are headed almost into the middle of August now, and obviously we've been losing a lot of daylight. In fact, about an hour since the longest day of the year. We are looking at sunshine, though, now, currently across southern Wisconsin. Temperatures typically in the low 80s, and that's what we're forecasting today, and the lows very comfortable as well in the lower 60s. Noticing, though, that sunset's now at 8:10. Our latest sunset is at 8:40, so we've lost a half of an hour in the evening hours. So where's the heat? It's been down south, and I tell you what, some parts of the south are likely to see the hottest summer ever. They've been just devastated with heat and also drought. They have excessive heat warnings and also heat advisories across much of the southern tier, and that's all because it's been suppressed to the south. The southern branch of the jet stream is flowing across the southern tier of the United States, keeping that heat down to the south. We are under a northwest flow. That's keeping our temperatures more moderate. Pretty typical for this time of the year, but also these systems that come in from the northwest are very weak, so we don't get a lot of moisture. We can't get enough moisture up here to really squeeze out some rain showers. We do have a couple chances this week, but we need a lot because we have a pretty big deficit, not only for the month, but also since June 1st. Even though we got all that rain in the end of July, we're still almost 3.5 inches of a deficit since June 1st. And for the year to date, we've had 19 inches of rain, and that deficit is almost 5 inches. So much of the nation's midsection seeing the drought conditions. Future track, looking at as far as rainfall, not looking at much Wednesday. We do have a chance, but not going to squeeze out much. By Friday, a little better chance that we'll see a little bit more activity, maybe a 1/10 to a 1/4 of an inch, but that should be about it as we go to the later part of the week. High pressure and control of our weather, that's keeping us quiet. A nice start to the morning. We are expecting quite a bit of sunshine today. We'll call it partly sunny for the afternoon hours as the wind switches around the west. Seasonable temperatures, highs in the low 80s throughout the rest of the week going into the upcoming weekend. Slim chance of a shower late Wednesday, a little better chance it looks like by Friday, then dry weather for the weekend. 61 in Janesville, 64 in Madison, 59 in Mineral Point, Lone Rock at 60, 61 in Wanakee, 61 in Oregon. Stoughton right now a nice 59 degrees this morning. Now that the sun is up, we'll rise quickly into the upper 70s this afternoon. Low 80s expected today, very close to where we should be this time of the year. Now, as we look into Wednesday, our chance of rain, which is looking slimmer and slimmer, is coming in from the north. A weak cold front brings in some rain in northern Wisconsin, but as it heads into central and southern parts of the state, a lot of that is going to fizzle, so don't expect much out of that front as we go into the middle part of the week. Otherwise, low 80s throughout the week. A little better chance of more widespread showers on Friday as the humidity comes up. We need that moisture to bring in some of that rainfall. Temperatures in the low 80s this weekend. It looks dry until Sunday night. Another shot for some rain Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.
Yeah, nice weekend ahead. All right, Kelly, thank you. We are in the 608 this morning, learning about all things Stormwater Week and what exactly that means for you.
Josh Breider is live here in town this morning to explain why this is so important, why our storm sewers, the gutters, matter. Josh?
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, we're live on the Near East Side. You can see the Yahar River right behind us next to the middle school. And this is such an important week because you know how important our waterways are. We have the Yahar, we have the lakes, and this is just a way for you to be able to educate yourself on why this truly matters. And Hannah Molinitsky with the City of Madison is going to help us do that this morning.
Yes.
Happy Stormwater Week.
Happy Stormwater Week.
So,
this is exciting.
This is exciting, and it's important because this matters so much for us right here, especially in the Madison area.
Yes, we're very fortunate to have a community that is very engaged and understanding at least the basics of stormwater, but this week is all about including everybody in this. So what can we do to educate, make awareness, to understand the stormwater system and its impacts on our everyday life?
So right now you have kind of a fun contest going on, and
Yes.
it has to do with all of these murals. Talk a little bit about this.
Yes, we should actually take a selfie at the end of this live shot because this is the Selfie Storm Drain Contest, Summer at the Storm Drains. It is a partnership between the Dane County, because this is their program, City of Madison Engineering, City of Madison, and Clean Lakes Alliance. Go out to your local storm drain mural and snap a selfie. Get entered into a raffle for some fun prizes, rain barrels, a consultation on a rain garden if you're building, and then also some gift cards to area businesses. Super fun way, and there's actually almost 40 storm drain murals across Dane County. So if you don't think you have one, go check it out. Check out the map. There's a printable one too, and that's just part of the fun of making this all like relevant and also family friendly.
And that's the thing, this is something you can go out with the whole family. And if you've probably seen these going around the city, and now you know. And what's cool is it's education too. It's showing you where this water is going.
Yes, that's what this week is all about. Starting with the storm drain murals, but also we have webinars and daily topics every day this week. So today is about collecting rainwater. There's a webinar from noon to 1. You can get all these links on your website. So today is managing rainwater collection, rain collection. Tomorrow is about salt and how salt impacts our area waterways. Thursday, it's all about leaves. And then Friday, there's webinars today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And then Friday, we have a focus on kind of lawn care. Saturday, there's an event actually in Wanakee, $15 for a ticket. Hazardous waste event, 8 till noon at Rip Park. So just go to your website if you want to go and check out all that information.
I think that's what's so important is there are so many ways all year round that we can be doing our part to protect our area, our stormwater drains.
Yes, I think that's what this is all about. Read up on it, check out your local resources. If you haven't done one click to a local resource, just do it now, or take a selfie. You have until 4 p.m. on Sunday.
All right,
send them
let's do it. Let's do it. We got to get our selfie here.
We got to get the storm drain mural and all of you at home. So here, got to put the selfie mode on. There
we go, taking our photo.
Jeez, Mark, are you in it?
Oh, photojournalist Mark showing it in there as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's the picture. Awesome.
There you go.
Hannah,
that's good live TV,
That
isn't
is
it?
good live TV. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time here this morning. Again, we have all those contest details and also Stormwater Week details, as Hannah was mentioning, all of those different days, different events going on up right now on channel3000.com, guys.
Love the reminder, the attention on these sewers, especially ahead of fall. Josh Breider, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Just reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
6:48 on your Tuesday. Coming up in the morning sprint, how you can weigh in on Madison's new school superintendent job.
Yeah, if you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on August 18th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
When your travel adventure is more of a misadventure, it matters where you stay.
And here's some warm DoubleTree cookies.
DoubleTree by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Price pinch? Give it the hammer. Workload overload? Give it the hammer. When times get tough, the tough, give it the hammer. Arm & Hammer, more power to you.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Choose Flex Buy on a 2023 Ford Bronco Sport and get 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $500 Flex Buy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
After you've been in a serious motorcycle crash, there's a lot you may need. Medical attention, help with your bike, and someone who could get you the justice and money you deserve. Unfortunately, you won't get that by calling the insurance company. They'll try to use the law to their advantage. Call Gruber Law Offices first. We've been representing injured bikers for over 35 years. We get results. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on August 18th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
6:51, time for the morning sprint.
You have a chance to weigh in on what Madison's new school superintendent job should look like. The district is sending out a survey asking the community what they want the district to change and the role the superintendent should have in that. The school board president says responses will be used to create a leadership profile that acts like a job description. That will get posted in November ahead of the vetting process for candidates.
We're in the midst of our back to school push, asking you to donate to kids in need. We want to make sure every kid in Dane County is set up for success this school year. And that's where you come in. You can drop off supplies at our studio here on News 3 Now. Any Metcalf's or Walgreens or any Boys and Girls Club of Dane County location. Learn more by going to channel3000.com/back-to-school. This week, a judge will determine the future in the case of a 15-year-old accused of murdering 10-year-old Lily Peters. It happened April of last year. The defendant is currently charged as an adult with first-degree intentional homicide charges and 2 counts of sexual assault. The hearings this week will determine if the suspect's name should be revealed to the public, whether it should be in juvenile court, and which court system would host the trial.
A debate is underway in Milwaukee over whether county funds should be used to fix up American Family Fields. County officials argue the $450 million needed for repairs should come from the state. However, those same officials say they are open to a 5-county tax that used to be active up until 2020. Assembly Speaker Robin Voss says, quote, "We are engaging in discussions and working to find a consensus that everyone can support."
New overnight, Mike Pence officially qualifying to appear at the first Republican presidential debate in Milwaukee this month. The Republican National Committee has a requirement of 40,000 unique donors as a minimum to qualify, among other stipulations. There was some speculation that Pence would not reach that threshold, but the Washington Post reports he saw an uptick in donors since the latest indictment against former President Donald Trump.
Meanwhile, Trump's legal team is arguing that in order to prevent releasing evidence to the public is too broad and would restrict his First Amendment rights. Special counsel Jack Smith is arguing the judge should reject the Trump defense's changes. He says potential jurors and witnesses could be intimidated.
Attorney General Josh Kaul looking to move forward with his lawsuit challenging the state's abortion policy. Kaul filed a motion for final judgment yesterday. It would formalize the ruling that the judge made last month, saying that the 1849 abortion law does not ban abortion. It would allow the case to move forward. It's expected to get to the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Ohioans will vote today on a measure that could decide the fate of abortion rights in that state. Ballot issue 1 proposes to raise the threshold needed to make a state amendment from a simple majority to 60%. Abortion access as a constitutional right will be on the November ballot. Republican lawmakers backing issue 1 say the measure is not about thwarting the fall abortion amendment.
A former Minneapolis police officer convicted in his role for the killing of George Floyd will spend more time behind bars. The Hennepin County judge sentenced Tu Tao to 4 years and 9 months. That is more than what prosecutors had sought. Tao said in court that his conscience is clear. The judge says he would have liked to have heard some more remorse from Tao. Tao will serve the new sentence alongside his previous sentence for a federal civil rights charge.
An appeals court is hitting President Biden's student loan provisions with yet another obstacle. On Monday, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals temporarily blocked the new provisions. Those provisions make it easier for borrowers to have their debts erased when they're misled or defrauded. You can still submit applications for debt relief, but nothing will be done with them while this block is in place.
All right, five minutes away from 7 o'clock, looking at some sunshine this morning. Actually, a really nice start to the morning. The sun's been up for about an hour now. Just a few clouds expected throughout the day today. Temperatures right now warmed up to 66 here in Madison, 57 in Marshville, 58 in Rockford. So we're actually a little bit warmer in the Madison area than surrounding areas. Temperatures rising quickly now. The sun's up 70s. We'll see a westerly wind up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour, headed into the low 80s. Another nice typical August day with the winds out of the west picking up at about 5 to 6 miles per hour throughout the morning hours into the afternoon. Tomorrow, we do have a chance of a late day shower or thunderstorm. It's not a great chance, but at least there's that chance. The First Morning Forecast keeps it dry on Thursday. A better chance of more opportunity for some rain on Friday. Dry weather for the weekend with low 80s.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much.
Another news and weather update coming up in about 30 minutes.